So, you've decided to speedrun the true 100% category for Shipwrecked 64. You have no idea on the world of pain you are about to inflict on yourself. But that's neither here nor there. If you've been around my channel for long enough, you would know that I used to actually make guide videos back during the dark ages of my channel. I have stopped, but I've since wanted to bring them back with another one of my passions, speedrunning. A lot of you probably don't know this, but I was actually the first person to complete the true 100% category for Shipwrecked 64. Well, first person to do it without missing something. Pour one out for Lucky Ninja. And so, that's what this video is about. Welcome to... So, you've decided to speedrun the true 100% category for Shipwrecked 64, where I will be showing you the locations of all 50 buttons for the keypads and 10 secrets chests needed for the true 100% category. So, let's get on with it. Alright, so starting off with buttons, the first one is an olives minigame. So what you want to do is after spawning, you just want to go right from the spawn room to the house area, and then go down from there to this chest on the bench. Then from there, you simply want to hop off the world, and when you get to the sea, you'll land on an invisible platform, and behind you is the button. Do note this one, however, opens a video known as Dancing in Dandelions, so, yeah, be careful with that. Alright, so for buttons 2, 3, and 4, you need to go to Walter's minigame, which I am in now. Now, frankly, I don't really need to put these buttons in, as they are required to get the good ending, which you need to do for a true 100%, you have to get every ending. But, in case this is literally the first time you've ever played Shipwrecked in your life, in which case... why are you watching this? Go play the game. This is gonna, like, spoil everything. But in case you're not gonna listen to me, first button is just through the left room in this little alcove. Just click it. Second button is out of the alcove in this room to the right, and a little wall jumping sequence. You can do this a number of ways. You can either do it normally, which I'm not gonna do, or you can do it how I usually do it, which is to perform what's called a triple wall jump and just fling yourself up here. Also, I should note for a little speedrunning trick, during the blackout sequences during this, you can actually move while jumping. Normally, you have to stay still for it, but if you're jumping, you're fine, you don't die. I'm presuming it's a fail-safe thing in case a blackout sequence happened while you were falling. Anyways, the third button is just up on this sequence. Now, speedrunners, I'm just going to use the console, but speedrunners, what they'll do is they'll hop up on this little doorway and then perform a triple wall jump to fling themselves to the wall jumping sequence up here. I'm not that good at that trick, so I usually just take it the normal way. I'm so sorry that I don't do the speedrun method. I'm not really, though. But anyways, once you get up to this wall jump sequence anyway, I'll just teleport Bucky up for simplicity's sake. I just perform a triple wall jump here, climb yourself up, and the button's just right in front of you. And there you go. I just died, because I'm kind of dumb. But, yeah. Alright, so for button number 5, you'll need to get to the pool area. So this would be during a true ending run. So once you enter the pool, you're going to want to simply go through this like normal. Through this door. Then through this door. And then from here, what you want to do is go down these steps, go this way, through that doorway, and then boom, button's right over here with olive. You click it, and, well, that's it. You did it. Hooray. Alright, next ones are pretty complicated. They are, in fact, buttons 6 through 11. Shut up, monkey. They're all pretty simple. They're just in the layer 2 hub, which you go to once you've left someone's area. All across the wall, you're going to want to just click them. You do want to be quick about it since they are timed. But, yeah. Once you've clicked them, you are good. For button number 12, it is in the room just ahead of the keypad, which has the bar still as it just teleported through. Pretty simple, just on the monitor right here next to the wolf. This is another one that will open a link, being Kagwa's website. Not really important. Pretty simple. Button number 13 is pretty easy to grab. It's in the museum section of Giovanni's Layer 2. So another one you grab during the true ending, just to the left of this wolf, and it's right over here. This is not a button that opens anything in your browser, it's actually just to open the gate to get to the hub. But for a little speedrun trick, after the cutscene of the gate raising, and make sure it's afterwards, because if you do this during it, you gotta redo the thing again. You just go in here, respawn, and yeah, puts you back outside so you can go back to the diner, and then boom, you can just rush over to the layer 2 hub. For buttons 14 and 15, you will need to go back to Walter's minigame. It's recommended you do this during the true ending run. 14 is pretty simple, just to the right. Just wall jump up here. You don't do that like I just did. Uh, and then, yeah, once you're here, you walk across this visible wall, hit the button, there you go. This is another one that will open a video, being Waterway demo, so, you know, careful there. Now for button 15, what you'll have to do is you need to re-click all of the buttons uh, from the normal main game. I've done that already. And then you're going to want to go through this door. And then you'll end up in this area. And the button's just down this hallway by the 2 husks. This is another button that will not open a video. This just simply starts Mark's little phone call Easter egg. And yeah, there you go. The next 3 buttons to grab are in the dam side area of level 2. They also happen to be the last buttons needed for level 2. First button is pretty simple. You just go left from the door, walk down this hallway, and right through this door, we are going to end up in this blackout room. Then from the blackout room, you simply open this door, and buttons over here. Doesn't even open a browser. Very easy. Now, for button number 2, you're going to is on the catwalk, which I'll get to pretty easily. For a little speed run route, what you do is, well, for true 100%, you're going to want to go into this room, as one of the requirements is to enter every area at least once. Learned that the hard way. Then simply drop down here through the Z fighting wall. We'll jump up here, go through this little cage area, and then, well, you put the code in, but as I'm going to show the keypads off later, I'm not going to. I'm just going to click through. Go through the door, and then, boom, walk at the end of the catwalk. You will, boom, buttons right here. Click it. This also doesn't open a video, it just causes the obelisk to raise. For speedruns, you're going to want to respawn to skip the obelisk's raising cutscene. This will put you back here, and then you'd go back in and do it, but I'm I haven't opened the area yet, so I'm just gonna speed through it, and I'll be back in a bit. All right, I'm back. Once we've gone to this room after getting into the obelisk, it's pretty simple. Last button is you just go left through here, get to these platforms, and then you just do a triple jump to get to this platform, and buttons right here. This one also continues the trend for the dam of not opening any videos. This just opens the gate in the previous hallway, which I didn't show off. But yeah, that's the dam. And finally, for the last buttons of level 1 and 2, which I did not number because I was stupid and forgot to put them in my notes, you will need to go to the waterway demo. If you don't know how to do this, you need to go to Stumbler's minigame, preferably after you've failed Chief Wolf 3 times to get the goggles. Like, you can get there anyways. And then go through a door that's hidden in Stumbler's minigame. It's on the tallest pillar in his minigame. But anyways, just showing this through the camera because I don't feel like moving. They're all just in the same spot. So first one's in the little catacomb up here. Second one's in the wall jump room. And the third one is in the rotating platform room. Only difference is this one's in the wall jump section instead of up here. And that's about it. Do the same thing you do in the waterway. Only difference is now you can walk on the water, because Bucky is Jesus. So yeah, there you go. Next up, for the first button of Layer 3, it's pretty easy to grab. You just go into this little courtyard area. It's right here on the computer. This is the one that opens up the Helping Nub website, so yeah. The next 5 buttons are all in Olivia's ducts from Layer 3, the left door from the room I just showed. They're all pretty simple. First button is just to the left here behind this computer. Opens up a video. It opens up the video 3. Next button's just here to the right. You click it, it doesn't do anything, and ignore that it's green, because it's reasons. Third button is just past this keypad, which I'll show the code for in the once we get to the keypads in total. It's just behind here. It's another button that doesn't open any videos. Button number 4 is in the actual duct itself. You jump down here. You go through, past this gate, once you put in the keypad, which again we will get to. I can teleport myself in here. There we go. You just go down this hallway, it's right down here. And then the last button is, you would go back through here if I didn't teleport. Don't you love it when the teleport command just decides not to work? After you get through here, go through this hallway, wall jump up, and then boom, it's right down here. This is one of the ones needed for the gate controls, which will teleport you back here. And then, yeah, those are all the ones in Olivia's ducts. Oh yeah, also, for something very important, you're going to want to remember this for 200%. Make sure you save here, either after you do the first room or before you do it. I will explain why you will want to do this after we cover the buttons for Gary's section. Okay. Next 6 buttons are in Gary's forest. They're pretty simple. So for the first 2, you're going to want to go down this hallway. One button is right here. Can't miss it. It doesn't do anything, except I think opens a gate. Next one is right on the back of this computer. This opens up the video mount Pinatubo. Probably butchered that. But yep, there it is. For button number 3, you're going to want to go left from those 2 buttons and then enter in the code for this keypad, which we'll get to eventually. Be patient. After you go down this hallway and then boom, buttons right here. Also does nothing, but opens the gate, I'm assuming. Button number 4, what you do is after you leave, go left till you get to this doorway, go through, enter in the keypad there, go through the gate, which would open, and then get to this area. And then from here, you go to the right of this giant monitor, button's right there. This will open up the video 1. Button number 5 is just down this hallway near the gate control area. You click it, it just opens the gate control gate. Pretty simple. And then the last button's right in here. That's what opens the gate. And now, here's why I mentioned to save earlier. Now, if you've noticed, obviously this area gets locked out, which means you can't get to the last section, which in this case would be Nathan's office. It could be different depending on your route, go nuts. Now, there should be this is kind of on the newer patch. If you down patch, then you would just do what's called double skip, which I guess I'll show. Which actually no. If you want to know about double skip, I'll link a video in the description showing off how to do it. So normally we would do that, and then you could get over here out of bounds, go through the door. However, on newer patches, all 3 doors just still lock immediately. I don't know why, but yeah, not good for the speedrun. So the save is what I do is I return to the menu. Then I'd click continue. We'll go through the continue door, which loads you back in your save file. And then boom, we're right by the save. And then boom, we're back here, but the gate's back open, so we can go do Nathan's office, which I will show now. For the next 5 buttons, they are in Nathan's office, last of the gate control ones. These ones are pretty simple. Button number 1 is in this room to the left, right here. Simple. Button number 2 is actually behind a fake wall by this button, which you just gotta jump through. It's right here. This will open up the last of the numbered videos, too. Button number 3, once you shimmy your way back out, is fairly simple. You just go into this room where you would have to do the keypad stuff. It is behind this keypad, as you can see. You put the code in, which we'll get to. You go in here, click it, boom. Keypad number 4 is once you've left the gate control area. You simply go down this hallway, right in front of you, go through the door, and then it's in the room where you hear one of the starlings. Just to the left, hit the button, go. There's Walter, say hi to him. And then the last button is pretty simple. Once you leave Nathan, once you leave the audio room, the gray on the bottom opens up for the gate controls. You drop down, you click it, and then there you go. You are good. And then that's all of the gate control area buttons. Right. Finally, the last 5 buttons in Layer 3 are, of course, during the plaza. Now, I should note, because I'm using the console, no one's going to spawn, since I just teleported here and I didn't actually get here legit. So that means we don't have to deal with dwellers. But, you know, that's not neither here nor there. So, for button number 1, you simply just, hop up here with triple jump. And it is right in here. I'm not going to click it because that's what starts the monitor task. So, but yeah, you just put in the code, you walk in here, you click that, you start the monitor task. For button number 2, what you want to do is go down here into this room. Take a left down here towards the monitors, and then it's right here near this monitor. This opens the Helping Nub Layer 3 website, so be careful there. The next button, you can get this kind of whenever. Usually I do it after you die, because you need to get the code, but it's in this building back here. It's right here. And this opens the Plaza map video. Now, the reason you want to do this after you get attacked by someone and die is because this is actually the same room as the jail cell. So you'd want to go in here to put in the code, then escape, and then, yeah, you click the button. You get it. Button number 4 is in this room. You'd want to get this after doing, the monitors, if we were actually doing that puzzle. It's right here, right by where the drop down is. Pretty simple on this table. This opens up another video, the 11 seconds. And as for the last button, which I can't really show because that requires doing the puzzles, it's pretty simple. You can't miss it. It is back in that room I went to for the second button here, it's the basement. It will appear on this monitor after you do the fuse task. So, yeah, basically what you would want to do is, after getting out of the sky room and dropping out of here, you would just go this way, head into the basement, quickly get the button, and then dip. And then, yeah, that does it for Layer 3. Alright, finally for the buttons in Layer 4, there are 2 you can get in this little tech area. First one is, just go through here, you go through this like normal, yep. And then boom, it's right here near the colored cogware signs. So you click that, and then for the next button, okay, well that's kind of weird. Alright, for the second button, what you would need to do is click this, and then a hallway would open up back here. I don't know why it didn't. It's, never mind, it's because I didn't do the keypad. So you'd want to do the keypad, which I'll show later. You go down here, you click this button, this opens up, and that opens up the husk image. And then, yeah, that does it for the tech area. Right. The next 6 buttons in Layer 4 are all in the sewers area. First button's pretty simple. You just go left here, and it's on this monitor. This is another one that will open a YouTube video, being the sewer map. Next button, what you want to do is go down this hallway, right here. Go through this door. Drop down the slope, and this one is invisible. There are actually 3 of these, so you just click this one, and there you go. Button number 3, I guess, is pretty simple as well. You just go in here, end up here, then go through this door, get into this area, go through this cave, make a right here, go through this door, and then boom, make a, oh, I went the wrong way. Ignore that. You make a left here. You end up here. Then you want to go through this wall that's Z fighting. It's invisible. Or it's not real. And then in this area, right by this doorway, is the second invisible button. And now for the third one, what you would want to do optimally is get caught by one of the dwellers. But I destroyed, but I got rid of all of them so I could show this, so, you know. But what you want to do is, you'd want to go to the jail, you know. So, yeah, I'll just show it, just through this area, you get in here. I'll just drop off the catwalk for you. I believe it. And then, yeah, it's right in the prison right here on this monitor with Face McFacerson. Because that's his name. I, I don't remember. Yeah, I'll click it. This one also opens a video, being jail 1. So, yep. And now for your fourth button, which is also the last of the invisible buttons, what you would do is, of course, you'd break out of the prison. Do a bit of extra stuff, I believe. Actually, I'll just check real quick. Yeah, no, okay, I was just making sure. Yeah, what you would do is you'd leave the prison, and then the last invisible button is just right in front. And once you hit all 3, they would open the gate video, which shows you that a gate has opened up. So, yeah. And then we're on the last button, which what you want to do is escape the prison. So, you just want to leave. And then, once we're back here, I believe what we do is we go back down here, go through here. I should probably mention at this point that this route isn't like, 100%. This is just what I sort of did. You could probably do these in a lot more faster ways, but that's up to you. But yeah, you want to get back to this area. Kind of close to where the slope was with the first invisible button. And then you go left. This area is normally gated off, but yeah, you just go in here, and then, boom, button's right here. And then that opens up the Codebreaker website, which you do for some puzzle stuff. This room doesn't have anything. I just kind of wanted to check it out, because I've actually never gone down here. There's nothing in here for the speedrun, so I never bothered. I guess it was in case a dweller chased you in here, so you could hide in some of the barrels there, but yeah, no, that's not really important. Now, for the last 2 buttons of layer 4, they are in this section of the aquarium, I guess. So, for button number 1, what you want to do is go forward, and in this hallway, there's one last invisible button you want to click. Right there. And then there you go. And the last button is you go left here, swing through this corridor, go down here, and it's right here on this monitor. And this opens up the video fiche. And now there is one last button which I'm not going to show just because it would take a while to get to. It's just after the husk, the final thing, like layer 5. You can't miss it. You legitimately can't miss it. And then yeah, that's all the buttons. And yeah, that's all the buttons. Now, since we found all buttons, I will be moving on to the keypads. The first one you want to grab is in Olive's minigame again. So, what you want to do is head over to this chest right in front of you and open it just a bit. Don't open it all the way. That's very important. And then after you've opened it a bit, you want to go back to the house area, and right by where the two houses are, you can just walk right through the wall, as you can see. Once you've walked through the wall, you're just going to want to, well, you can do this a number of ways. Speedrunner ways to triple jump up here, and then go over to this building, and you will notice a door. So you go through the door, let the game load, and then we end up in this room. And right to the right is the keypad. So the code for the keypad is 8439. I'll put it on screen right now. 8439. And this will open up the 8439 video. And this will also make it so now the time will forever be 1 p.m., meaning failing minigames will no longer make it so you have to go to sleep and able to progress, which is very good for true ending. The next keypad needed is in Chief Wolf's minigame. So, right here from where the part spin is, you're just going to want to go forward from the top left corner of it towards that boat piece right there. And then just past the boat piece is the next keypad. Now, the code for this keypad is very simple. It is 83899. And this opens up the Studio Grounds video. Now, it should be noted, this is very important. Do not get this keypad before you get Olive's keypad, as this one will also set the time to 1 p.m. and lock out the B time room, so you can't get that keypad. But yeah, that's all you do. Afterwards, you just go die horns 3 times. The next keypad is accessed through Stumbler's minigame. So it's recommended you get this either during True Hero or True 100%, or the True Ending when you fail in his minigame 3 times. So what you want to do is go over to this pillar that has this paint thing, and if you use the special ability you get from dying Chief Wolf 3 times, you can see a door there. So you jump towards the door, go through it. This is what I was talking about, by the way, the waterway demos, button. And yeah, you end up here. Then from here, you just go over here to this sign, and boom, here's the keypad. The code for it is very simple. It is 1234. Just don't mess it up like I do. And boom. This doesn't open anything because this was obviously meant to be a test thing. And then if you were confused by what I meant by the waterway buttons, which is fair because I didn't really explain it that well, boom. You have to go through all 3 of these doors for true 100%, and then the buttons are in the one labeled waterwaydemo.u map. So, there you go, if you are confused about my explanation. Sorry. That Stumbler one I showed off was the last keypad for all of the mini games, so now we're on to the layer 2 ones. The first one is in the pool, just after the wall jump waterfall area. Simply go here, and boom, keypad's right here. The code for it is 3777. It opens the gate, and if you're doing all achievements, this is also what gives you the musical ear achievement. And then, yeah, that's it here. The next one's just in the layer 2 hub, so for a little speedrun trick, you can triple wall jump if you don't suck ass at it, like I do. You can just triple wall jump off this platform, kind of hook the corner to get up to the door, skipping, needing to do the little puzzle. And then boom. Just go through this door and in the hub, and boom, keypad's just to your right of the door. The code for it is 4923. And then also doesn't open a video, it just opens the gate in front of you. So, yeah, there you go. The next two keypads I will be showing are in the art gallery area. They're pretty simple. You just go forwards, past this door. Do make sure you go through this door during 200%, as this counts as a room, which I will show off now, and then realize that I'm stupid because I just teleported myself there. Oh, no, we're good. Here's the diner. So yeah, go through that door, and then boom, keypads are just in this hallway. For the first one's code, it is 8339, and then this keypad is also what unlocks the What a Pretty Painting achievement. And then the second keypad is fairly easy, it's just 8888. So, yeah, not much. And finally, the last keypad in layer 2 is in Dam. So, once you get through the... Okay, so once you ignore that, and pretend like that didn't happen, and then clip in through the wall with the nasty Z fighting, do the wall jump sequence, and then boom, keypad's right here, as I showed. Its code is 6224. There are a lot of these, so I'd recommend writing them in your splits or something. And then for the achievements, this is also what gives you the standby achievement. So, yeah. And that finishes up the layer 2 keypads. Okay. Layer 3 starts off with two keypads we need to grab in Olivia's Ducks. First one is, as I showed, right down here, just past the button. And it is right here. The code for it is 4742. Yeah, this doesn't open a video, it just opens the door to the button here that you need to click. Also, ignore that some things aren't showing up, it's just because of the shader I'm using, so you can see better. And the second keypad is just through the ducts themselves, right here next to the audio log. Its code is 9449. There you go. It just opens the gate here that leads to your last button. And then, yeah, you click it, and then you just do the gate controls as normal. After Olivia's Ducks, we have two in Gary's Not-So-Forest. The first one is pretty simple, just past these two buttons I showed off. And down this hall, I believe. Yeah, keypad's right here. Its code is 1991. Yeah, it just opens up these two gates so you could get a button at the end of them. And second button isn't that far. Just after this one, you would go left, and boom, it's right on this monitor. Its code is 8389. And boom, also doesn't open a video, just opens the gate here to the gate controls, and then, you do the gate controls, and yeah, I explained this back in the button section. Nathan's office only has one keypad, which I showed off during the buttons, just down here, uh, past this monitor, and boom, right here. Uh, its key, its code is 9281. And it just opens up the gate to the button you're supposed to click. And then, yeah, that finishes up the gate control section. The last keypads of layer 3 are in the plaza, and, because of its puzzle, it has a lot of them, to say the least. So, for the first of these keypads, what you do is you do triple wall jump up here, go past this keypad, down this ramp, then triple wall jump off this wall, up to the bridge, and boom, it's right over here. Its code is 5525. Yeah. And afterwards, of course, you'd hit this button to start the monitor puzzle, but I'm not going to do that because of timers. So I'll just show off the route for the monitors, or at least the route I followed. Note that this route probably will change due to, starlings. But first monitor is just down here. Its code, as well as the code for the rest of the monitors, is 1997. After you hit that one, you just head through this hallway down to the basement. Go forwards, take a right here, and next keypad is right there. Keypad number 3 is just left through here on that monitor by the audio tape and the button. Afterwards, it's keypad number 4, which is just ahead of number 3. After you hit those, would be exiting the basement, which is fairly easy. Again, just to reiterate, this route will change because of the starlings, especially since during true 100%, all 3 of them are going to be down here, so you have to deal with all of them. After exiting the basement, you want to go back up this ramp and keep... So what we're going to want to do is ignore that. And ignore that bullshit design. So after the ramp, monitor number 5 is just right over here. 6, you just drop down from 5, and it's right in this sky room. After 6, you go right into this building. It's right there. For number 8, it's in this crystal room, just right up here. After 8, you will want to drop down, and you can do this a number of ways. I'll just go this way. 9's right here in front of this big monitor. After 9, you want to go over here to this little ramp. Head up. And it's right there. After 9, drop down to this building. Go this way, past number 8, 9 or whatever. And next monitor is right here. I've lost track. So yeah, it's right here. After that one, we just go down over this roof, and it's right at the end here, near the caged wall. After that, we go across this bridge, right here, between the 2 barrels. Drop down through this hole. Next one's right here, near the button. And after that is the next one, which is right in front of the button. Afterwards, the next monitor is in this blue room right here on the pillar. And afterwards, we finally have a new keypad, which is right here, near a replica of the diner. Its code is 3839. It just opens up the gate to the replica diner. From the replica diner, we hang left, and next keypad's right here at the end of this hall. Afterwards, going through this front room is the next keypad. And after that, going back through here, past the Bucky statue, will yield the next keypad that's not related to a monitor, which is right here. Its code is 4639. Go. Opens up this room. Next keypad is right here, just past the wall. And lastly, we go forward, hang right through here, and at the end of this hallway, all the way down here, is the very last keypad. Now, normally when you put this in, you'd be teleported to the sky room, but obviously since I didn't start the puzzle, it's not going to do that. But, yeah. Now and now for the final keypad, which you would want to do during the fuses puzzle, is in the jail cell, which you probably know. So obviously you'd want to get caught and able to get in there. In speedruns, what you would do is after you grab the last fuse, you would want to get caught by either Olivia or just honestly whoever's nearby, usually Olivia. And then obviously that would teleport you to the jail cell. While we look at this wall while I plug in my laptop. But yeah, it's pretty simple. I'll just teleport in so you can see what it would look like. I guess fun thing, Bucky gets this angry mall. Yeah, the keypad's right here. Its code is 8714. Oh, wait. Hold on, I got the wrong one. 7418. The one I tried at first is a later one we'll get to. But yeah, that's all the codes here, and that's actually the last code needed for layer 3. So yeah, for the keypads in layer 4, first one is just after this room. Just to the right of here, through this door. And you can't see it, but the keypad is actually right on this doorway pillar, I guess. And so its code is 4893. It can be a little hard to put in due to the it being invisible. This one doesn't open a video, but opens up this hallway you may remember from the buttons. That I was wondering how you get in. That's how. So, yeah. And that's the only keypad in this specific section. The next two keypads that are needed are here in the sewers, as I get the right view mode. Now one of these you will need to get caught again, as we look at the sewers out of bounds. And I try and find where I'm supposed to go. I think there's text over there. This way? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I recognize it now. It's right here. Oh, cool. This is a nice little thing. Has it changed at all? Different. This is nice. I actually recognize this. This is a reference to Playtime with Percy, which I think Squeaks is very into as he posts an animation on his YouTube channel. That's nice that he included a reference to it. Saying out here, out of bounds. Good for him. But anyways, back on topic. Yep, next one is in the jail cell, so you'll need to get caught here again. Ideally, you want to do this after getting the second secret button I talked about. So, yep. Its code was the jail cell code I was trying to put in earlier. 8714. There you go. And as for the second one here, what you want to do is go through this invisible wall by the bed. Go through this door. Sends you up here. Go through this invisible wall. And then just after this little boat ride. This very long boat ride. Yep, here we go. It's right by the monitor telling you about the buttons. Its code is 9396. And this is the first one in a while that opens an additional video, being times. And then, yeah, that's it for the sewer. All around key. And now for the last two keypads of both the run and layer 4. They are in the aquarium. So the first one's pretty simple. You just go right here. It's right here. So its code is 1917. Yeah, pretty simple. The one after, and the last keypad, well, first you want to hit the invisible button, as usual, because you need that. And it's just down here to the right. Its code is 1283. And then boom. That is all of the keypads for Shipwrecked. Now for the last collectibles needed for true 100%, the secret chests. Now the secret chests are kind of funny to me, considering you can grab 8 out of the 10 in the game just in the overworld. In fact, there's only actually one in layer 3 and one in layer 4. So for this, I'll just be doing this all in one go. Chest number 1 is right here, next to where Chief Wolf normally is. He isn't, though, because I failed his minigame 3 times. So yeah. Second one, you can get in 2 ways, either from Stumbler's minigame or the Caves demo UMAP that I showed earlier. It's pretty simple. Either way, it's by this door, you go through the left route, and it's right here against the wall. Pretty easy. After we load back in, the next one, you can do this either way. Don't do what I did. It's because I was looking at my notes. I'd recommend getting this one during the bad ending, but it's right in here in the hall, right over here by where the bed and save canvas is. So that's pretty nice. I also should note, after you grab a chest, you need to save the game, enable for it to count. If you don't, then the chest won't count. Excuse my distraction, you can't really hear it, but one of that olive audio played. Afterwards, the next one, which I guess I'll show off, is back in Olive's minigame. So it's pretty simple, just an Olive's minigame. We go this way, and boom, it's right here by these 2 palm trees. So, yeah, pretty simple. Ignore that I opened layer 1 twice. Chest number 5 is in Giovanni's minigame, which I'll get to now. Now, I should note for this, I'll just use the camera to show it, but in able to get this one, you have to fail Giovanni's minigame at least once, because the requirement for it doesn't show up until the second go through. I'll pause now so we don't get so the ovens don't go off. So from this oven here, what you want to do is wall jump off this, and you go through into this area. After you fail the second time, this roof tile gets a little Z fighting, and you can pass through it. And then boom, chest is right here, and then you would drop down here to see Giovanni's dead corpse, which I'm not honestly sure is a requirement for true 100%, but you should do it anyways. It is important that you want to grab this on the second route, because the third one, or the second run, because the third run fails way too quick to even get up here and grab the chest. Unless you got the reflexes of a tiger, I guess. But, yep. For number 6? Yeah, 6. As you can see, you just go through this wall. I think this happens after you've failed, or at least entered Giovanni's minigame once. It's pretty simple. You just go through this door, and you end up top, and then just around here, chest is right over there. So, pretty simple. Alright, next chest I'll show in a moment, but I also want to show off one other room I think you have to get for true 100%. I'm not really sure. I'll be honest, the room requirement is a little weird, in all honesty, but hey, I'm not one nitpick. You go through the Z-Fine wall, this room, and then, boom, just go up here. It's right through this door. It just teleports you over to this weird building thing with the Chief Wolf Connor Easter egg. So, yep. Anyways, next chest is pretty simple. It's just right here next to Walter. And last chest is also very simple. If you just go through here, past these houses, the chest is right here by this group of them near the way back to the beach. So that's all the chests here. As for the one in layer... As for the chest I mentioned in layer 3, it's actually in the plaza, which I'll get to in a moment. I guess actually, I can show off Doodle Skip if you want to do it. For the cool epic Doodle Skip, what you do is you triple jump up these walls a bunch. It's pretty finicky, but I'll get. And then sometimes you are able to grapple up on that ledge, sometimes not. It's kind of inconsistent. I'll get it eventually. Boom, there you go. So you land up on this ledge, and you can go up to this area. And then from this area, what you want to do is just jump from where you are over to here. Now this is actually the outside area of the kind of hub area. So if you go over here, you can just kind of hang off this Z fighting ledge and go through that door while also having a heart attack that you nearly messed that up. And then boom, that's dual skip. For true 100% on the older patch, you can also do this to get to the area with a helping nub after it gets locked out. It doesn't work on newer patches though, because for some reason they just stay locked. Hence the saving method I mentioned back at buttons. But anyways, for the chest, what you want to do is go over to this building after the crystals monitor, and just through here, boom, there is a chest. And that's the only chest in layer 3. So for the last chest in layer 4 that I get glitched out on, this happens sometimes, just don't worry about it. Anyways, back in this room, you see this chest hallway. The secret chest is in fact the 10th chest to the right here. So I'll count for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So it is this one, the 10th chest of the right row. As you can see, Bucky's talking about how I found the secret, so that means I found it. And that is all of the secret chests. And so, with all of these secret chests revealed, we've come to the end of the video. I hope you found this guide helpful, and I do honestly hope you try the True 100% category for Shipwrecked 64. As of the day I'm recording this, which is March 20th, 2025, I am the only person to have ran the category and gotten it accepted to speedrun.com, and it would honestly be really neat to see someone beat my record. With that being said, I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Next time I make one of these guides will be for Bendy and the Dark Revival, being the Lore Master category, which I also did. I hope you enjoyed this video. If it's your birthday today when watching this video, then happy birthday to you, and I bid you adieu.